There's the beep. Okay, folks, bear with me here for just a moment. Let's wait for a few folks to trickle in here. Hey, Scott, how are you, bud? Great to see you. Hang on, folks. Okay. Sean, what's going on, bud? All righty. Wow. Oh, it's crazy. Everything is always like crazy chaotic, but I have to say that I thrive on it. And I love it. It's why I'm like in this perpetual state of like feeling ill-prepared. And but it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just because like what goes on between my ears over here, like right there, there's just so much going on because there's so much I want to do for all of you and accomplish with 10x Blogger to help each and every one of you build your Now Lifestyle businesses. And there's just no shortage of ideas and strategies and stuff that we're doing behind the scenes to that end so that each and every one of you succeed with your Now Lifestyle businesses. And more on that later. That's what this is about. But let's go ahead and just wait a few minutes here. Folks, if you can hear me, and I think you can, just go ahead and type yes there, or just say something like, Tissa, you're awesome, you know, or 10x Blogger rocks, something along those lines, just so I know you can hear me. Mr. Jendu is here. Great to see you, Mr. Jendu. Susan, great to see you as well. Sean, things are awesome indeed, Sean. I love your attitude. Scott, great to see you, my friend. Yeah, let's just give folks a couple of minutes here to log in, and while I look over some stuff, I want to make sure that I cover with you folks. Thank you, Henry, for the feedback. I appreciate it. Felicia, good to see you. Great to see you. If I'm looking over here momentarily, it's because I'm looking at the comments, like Seb's, for example. Seb, keep your headset on. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear me, my friend. It's good to see you. There you go. Yeah, thank you, Sean, for that. I appreciate that. What I want to do, and I'm not going to keep you folks long. I know it's the middle of the day. Well, for some of you, it's the middle of the day. And this, of course, is a Facebook Live, so obviously it will be recorded. But I just want to bring folks up to speed on some stuff that we are working on, that we've been working on behind the scenes. As I mentioned at the top of this, all with the goal of helping you build your Now Lifestyle business. Gregory Schmidt is here. Gregory, it's great to see you, folks. Gregory just purchased, a few days ago, purchased 10x Blogger for Now Lifestyle so he can 10x his Now Lifestyle business. And keep in mind that Gregory is a Ruby rank in Now Lifestyle, which means that he has surpassed $50,000 in earnings. Now, I remember when, and as I've said many, many times before, you know, we're not kidding when we say 10x your Now Lifestyle business. And when we were in San Antonio, and I remember when I was on stage talking about 10X Blogger in San Antonio at the convention, you know, I said to people, I said that, you know, our goal with 10X Blogger is literally to 10X your business. So if you're making $100 a month with your Now Lifestyle business, we want to get you to 1,000 with 10X Blogger. If you're making $1,000 a month, we want to get you to 10,000 with the help of 10X Blogger. And so someone like Gregory Schmidt comes along and, you know, he's earned over $50,000 with Now Lifestyle. Well, do the math. And that's our goal with 10X Blogger, and that's Gregory's goal with 10X Blogger as well, to really 10X his business. And, you know, we talk about these income figures, whether it's $100 a month or $50,000 in earnings since joining Now Lifestyle. But keep in mind that, you know, whenever this was like another conversation I had with someone the other day. Gary Brennan is in the house. Great to see you. And as Gregory Schmidt just said, yes, 10X it. So take that $50,000. Gregory's plan is to take that $50,000 plus that he's earned already in Now Lifestyle and to 10X that. And that's really, and this really goes to mindset as well. It's not just, as I was saying a moment ago, it's not just about the dollar figures. It's about mindset. It's about thinking bigger and larger. But what I wanted to point out was that, you know, when we talk about these dollar figures and we talk about, for example, Rhonda Smith, I'm not sure, the comments are going really quickly here. I'm not sure if Rhonda is in the house here or if she's watching. I'm sure she will. But, you know, we talk about, you know, we did a blog post a few days ago and we celebrated Rhonda in our Facebook group just a couple of days ago because she had reached $250 in earnings. She's at the copper rank in earnings with Now Lifestyle, and that's huge. I mean, that's not $50,000, it's not $100,000, but for Rhonda and for so many people, and we did a blog post about this, and of course, being a blog post that we curated for you and put on your blogs, that was sent out automatically to all of your lists, right? But in that blog post, we talked about the significance of that mere $250 that Rhonda had earned so far, getting her to the copper rank, and the significance of that, because the significance of that is the motivation. It's giving it shifts one's belief system, because if you were once, you know, over here where, you know, you doubted your abilities to do this, you questioned whether or not you could build any business online or offline or what have you, and that first commission or that first $100 or $250 commission is huge when it comes to shifting your belief system and helping you realize, wow, you know what, I can do this. And Rhonda knows now that she can do this. And there's no doubt in my mind that you will see Rhonda on the leaderboards in a matter of time in your Now Lifestyle back office. So I'm still working around here to my most important point, which is when we talk about these dollar amounts, always remember that what we're really talking about is how we are serving others, how we are helping others. And this is a really, really important point I want to make because, and thank you folks, thank you Gail for all the comments. I'm having a hard time keeping up with them while doing the live stream. So, but keep in mind, you know, when we talk about a Gregory Schmidt who has surpassed $50,000 in earnings with Now Lifestyle, or we talk about a Rhonda Smith who has just reached $250, what we're really talking about is not the dollar amounts, but what the likes of Gregory and Rhonda have done to help others, what they have done to share the Now Lifestyle opportunity. And I don't just mean the financial opportunity. I'm talking about Joel's vision, you know, when it comes to, you know, improving people's health and transforming their lives. You know, because that old adage about health is wealth is so true. And so when we talk about these earnings, you know, Gregory has helped so many people transform their lives, whether it's financially or physically. He has spread that message. He has shared Joel's vision to the extent that he has earned, in his case, $50,000+. You know, Rhonda has helped to start transforming other people's lives when it comes to their fitness, when it comes to their finances, to the extent that she has earned $250. Do you see the point I'm making? So when we talk about earnings, whenever I see, folks on the leaderboard, or I see what someone has earned, what I think to myself is, wow, that's really impressive, because that person has gone to that length to help spread the word, share Joel's vision with others, and is playing a role in transforming so many people's lives when it comes to, their finances or their physique or their health, right? So that is what I think is really cool. Donald, Papa Don, great to see you, my friend. Donald, you've been doing some great stuff with those videos. Talk about stepping outside of your comfort zone. And in fact, that's how I kind of wanted to start this very quickly. I just wanted to give some shout outs to a few people. I know I'm going to overlook a lot of people, but in the course of working on stuff and with everything going on, I try to stay as active as I can in the group, and I'm on so many of your lists. Like, for so many of you, I've opted into your lists. And so I see what so many of you are doing, right? And I like that. I like to keep my finger on the pulse of what all of you are doing, right? At least as many of you as I can. And I just wanted to give some shout outs to a couple of people. I mentioned Gregory Schmidt. He just came on board a few days ago. And I mean, there are countless people who have obviously purchased 10X Blogger to help them 10X their Now Lifestyle business. But most recently, just yesterday, I wanted to congratulate Danielle Ackerman on her first instant $500 commission. Those of you who were in San Antonio saw Danielle on stage sharing her story. Really, really moving, powerful stuff. If there was ever a product of the product, it's Danielle. So congratulations, Danielle, on your first $500 commission. And of course, what that means is that there was someone else, in this case, Chastity, who is also a new member, just joined our group. Chastity, of course, purchased the 10X Blogger marketing system from Danielle. So welcome, Chastity, to 10X Blogger for Now Lifestyle. We're thrilled you're aboard, and we're all here to help you succeed. I wanted to congratulate also Brian Kinney. And I'm sure Brian, oh, there's Brian right there. He just said, hi all. Speaking of Brian, there you are, Brian. I wanted to congratulate Brian as well, because, Brian, of course, he has also earned an instant $500 commission from the Rotator. But Brian, and I've seen what Brian is doing. I know a few others have as well. There's a reason why I think Brian is now up to 3 or 4 sales. And we're just getting started here, folks. 3 or 4 sales of the 10X Blogger marketing system, because he has a very unique way of promoting 10X Blogger. But more importantly, he's out there sharing what 10X Blogger can do to help folks build their Now Lifestyle businesses. And that's why Brian has 3 or 4, I think 3 sales of 10X Blogger. So congratulations there, Brian. Also wanted to give a shout out to Scott Gordon. I have known Scott Gordon for a very long time. He and I go way back, and I'm not going to say how long because that will only date both of us. But Scott Gordon, if you log into your Now Lifestyle back office, you'll see Scott Gordon on the weekly sales leaderboard. I think he's number 2 on the weekly sales leaderboard. And that's because he is taking massive action, albeit imperfect action at some point, because that's what we always do. We're always taking massive imperfect action because it's never perfect. And I've kind of been going back and forth and working with Scott, and he's been sharing with me what he's doing and so on and so forth. And kudos to Scott. You're doing great, my friend, and you are a perfect example of really, Scott is doing everything by the book. He is listening to what Joel preaches. He understands the importance of generating traffic. He's investing in his business by purchasing traffic. He's using 10X Blogger to build those relationships with his leads, with his prospects. I mean, he's really a textbook example of doing exactly what is taught, not overcomplicating things, doing exactly what is taught, and the results speak for themselves. There he is on the weekly sales leaderboard in the 2nd spot, I believe. So shout out to you, Scott Gordon as well. You're most welcome. Rudy is here. Great to see you, Rudy. Hi, Sally. Good to see Sally as well. Okay. We are so having dispensed with those shout outs. So behind the scenes, folks, and I made this promise to all of you, I think, back in San Antonio, when again I spoke briefly on stage about 10x Blogger for Now Lifestyle, and I am 110% committed on an ongoing basis to making 10x Blogger the absolute best product that it can be to help each and every single one of you build your Now Lifestyle business. I mean, this is all I'm doing. And I will tell you right now, as I've said before, that 10x Blogger will constantly be evolving because there's always something we can do, whether it's to fix a weakness somewhere or to add additional oomph and power and boost 10x Blogger to really help you, again, build your 10x your Now Lifestyle business, right? Because that is the product here. The product is 10x Blogger, the authoritative branded blog, and those relentless, compelling follow-ups that work to build know, like, and trust with your prospects, to build that rapport, that relationship with your prospects. Because, and I'm not going to go over the entire presentation again, of course, but Gary Chappelle, great to see you, my friend. But so I think everyone here now knows that there's no substitute. If you really want to take your business to the next level, there's no substitute really ever for building that rapport, building that relationship with your prospects. I mean, that's why Joel preaches follow up, 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 right? It is absolutely critical. And that's what 10x Blogger does for you. Doesn't matter whether the size of your list is 5 people or 5,000 people, it doesn't make any difference. The way you're going to monetize that list is by building a know, like, and trust relationship with them. Because of course, as we know, people do not buy the first time around. They don't buy on the first exposure or the second or the third or the fourth or the fifth or the sixth, maybe the seventh, possibly the eighth, probably the ninth, but you get my point, right? So there has to be this never-ending stream of follow-ups that are filled with value, that are unique, original, compelling, pique curiosity. That's how you take your business to the next level. I've said this before, I'll say it again. The $6 million plus dollars I've earned as an affiliate or a network marketer over the course of my online career always came from a buyer or a customer who had come to know, like, and trust me. I can say that with certainty. I mean, 10x Blogger in its entirety is based on my experiences as an affiliate, as a network marketer who has earned over $6 million. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that when I look back on how I earned that, and when someone asks me, well, how did you do it? If you had to distill into one sentence, what did you do to achieve those results? And I mean, it's not about the systems, it's not about the tools, it's not about flipping any switches, it's not even about the company or the products necessarily. It's about building a relationship with my prospects. And once those prospects came to know me, know, like, and trust me, I had that relationship, they felt comfortable buying from me when they were ready. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. It's that simple, right? So that is exactly what 10x Blogger does for you. And in that regard, I want to share with you a few things that we are working on in the labs, so to speak, that are just really, I mean, I've wanted to do these for a while, but there's been so much going on, especially considering the recent launch. So now now that we have some data and we have some time freed up after the initial launch, we've been working on some features which are absolutely going to really accelerate your list building. And the more you can accelerate your list building, the more you can build that relationship with as many prospects as possible, the closer you are to generating sales and earning commissions, right? So the first thing I want to show you is this. Now, keep in mind, of course, I think everyone here already knows, keep in mind that, for example, whenever Joel does a post on Facebook. Like he did one today. He's back from Europe. He did a post on Facebook today. Let me see if I can find it very quickly. Hang on, bear with me. He did a great post on Facebook today. Hang on a second, folks. I'm going to pull this up. Now, of course, I'm sure a lot of you received this. Hang on, I'm going to share my screen and oh, here it is, right here. Oh, where'd it go? Hold on, there it is. If you build a business, you build freedom. In fact, let me go ahead and let me share my screen here, folks. Hang on. And just let me know, make sure you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, exactly what Gregory said. Spend the time to build a rapport, folks. Gregory would know. Again, that $50,000 plus that Gregory has earned, I guarantee you, was because he had built a rapport with his customers, right? So everyone can see my screen, right? Okay, good. So this was, excuse me, this was a Facebook post that Joel made today, November 28th, just a few hours ago. He made a Facebook post to this effect: if you build a business, you build freedom. And of course, within moments, that Facebook post was turned into a blog post on all of your blogs. And just seconds later, it was sent out as an email to all of your prospects. Again, a blog post you never had to write. You were probably sound asleep, actually, when this blog post was created. And then it was became a follow-up email that was sent to your prospects, an email follow-up that you never had to write. You were probably still asleep at the time, at least I was. And here's the end result, right? So here is, I hope all of you can see this. Here is this email that was sent out. And you know, these emails, they look great, they pique curiosity. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. These emails are, because these emails are so important, because they're constantly going out to your prospects, right? And we're constantly introducing Joel to your prospects, his vision. We're constantly exposing your prospects to NowLifeStyle, its products, its health products, its digital products, the opportunity and so forth. And that is absolutely critical. However, what occurred to us a while ago is that as valuable as that is, when someone first opts in to one of your 10X Blogger lead capture pages, when someone hits that lead capture page, thank you for the feedback there, folks. When someone adds you, Sean, yes, Sean has got a sharp eye. I'm going to get to that in just a moment, Sean. When someone opts in through one of your 10X Blogger lead capture pages, yes, they're going to start receiving these relentless follow-ups. Here's just one example of that, right? But when they opt in, it would be even more powerful. In addition to these relentless follow-ups that happen whenever there's a new Facebook post, or whenever 10X Blogger curates or creates its own post for your benefit, your prospects' benefit on the blog, it would be even more powerful if we can send them a hand-picked sequence of follow-up messages with the express goal, of course, as always, of them making a decision to join your NowLifeStyle team, right? To click on your link and to create their NowLifeStyle account and help them take that step to start building their NowLifeStyle business. And so what we have done, long story short, is what we have done, in addition to all of the relentless follow-ups that your prospects receive every single time there's a new blog post, right? What we have done is we have created, and this took us time because these were hand-picked posts. We have created a sequence of 40 follow-up messages that are going to be sent for 40 days to every single one of your opt-ins that comes through your 10X Blogger lead capture pages. These are hand-picked follow-up messages. They are all video follow-ups. Let me give you an example here. Hang on a second. This is just an example here, folks. I'm going to try to make this a little bit larger so you can see it. And you're only seeing some of them. These are crafted follow-up messages which are designed for high open rates. I'm not sure if you can see all of these here on my screen. But for example, now these are just some test messages, okay? But you'll see these are the initial ones in this sequence. Like here's the first one. How to reverse engineer your mind for success, step by step. Here's the next one. Here's an uber powerful way to automate your business. Another one. He may have crazy hair, but this is even crazier. Another one. Meet a trucker who's building his home business on the road. Another one. A behind the scenes look at how one company is changing lives. If you're paying close attention to these, you'll see that starting with the subject, these are messages that are designed to increase open rates, and once you open them, designed to increase click-through rates to take people through to your blog, where of course we are promoting your Now Lifestyle business. Here's another one. The one thing that will change everything about your business. Here's another one. A must watch if your children are your why and your purpose. Here's another one. One CEO's personal message to anyone looking to work from home. Here's one. Watch this CEO's unusual dream come true before his eyes. Let me go ahead and open that, okay? All of these are just some of, like I said, 40 messages that are going to be sent to your prospects over the course of 40 days. And this is in addition to the messages that get sent whenever there is a new Facebook post by Joel or a blog post that we create and so forth. So this is where that relentless, we talked about the importance of relentless follow-ups. And relentless does not mean just hammering people with emails, constantly saying, click here to join, click here to join, click on this link to make money or something like that. That type of marketing simply does not work. These are value-packed emails that are designed to pique curiosity, to leave your prospect with this sense of, wow, you know what? That was interesting. That was valuable. I shared with some of you in the group a few days ago. I think maybe it was last week, and I've been seeing this type of feedback more and more and more, and I love this because what it tells me is that this is working. A couple of people had actually replied to one of these follow-up messages. I mean, most people don't reply to what they obviously know is a broadcast email, right? But someone actually replied, and he said, you know what? What did he say? I posted this in the group. He said, great content or great newsletter. I'm going to seriously think about doing this, or something along those lines. And that's exactly that's where we want to go with this, folks. We want to attract the attention of your prospects, provide them with so much value that's genuinely useful, where now they want to be a part of this. They want to be a part of Now Lifestyle. They love what they see. Whether it's the products that appeal to them or the opportunity, they love what they see, they like how it feels, and they want to be a part of that. And that's how we accomplish this with these follow-ups. So the first thing I want to share with you is the sequence of 40 follow-up messages that they haven't been added yet. We have all the messages. What we need to do now is we need to push them to all of your accounts. So give us a day or so to do that. I'll post in the group once that is done. But what I want you to know for now is that we have added this sequence of 40 very, very powerful, compelling follow-up messages that will go to your prospects. They are all videos. And let me just give you a quick example of how this works. So let me open up another one here. Here's one video, behind the scenes look at how one company is changing lives. I hope you can see this. Here is the email. And of course, everything about these emails is designed, like I said, to boost open rates, which is critical. I mean, whenever you're doing email follow-ups, your very first goal is deliverability. You want to make sure that your emails are getting into the inbox and not going into the spam folders. And what you're not seeing here, and I'm not going to get into all the technical stuff, but what you're not seeing here are the measures that we have taken to ensure top-notch deliverability. So there's a lot of stuff going on here to make sure that first and foremost, these emails reach the inboxes of your prospects. Once they reach the inbox, the next most important thing is, what's the subject? Is it a subject that will pique their curiosity, that will make them want to open the email message? And all of these subjects for all of these 40 emails, have been designed with that sole purpose in mind to increase open rates. So in this case, video, people love videos. A behind the scenes look at how one company is changing lives. There are a lot of elements in that subject which pique curiosity. Once they open that email, your next most important goal is you want them to click on links in that email. And so if you actually pay close attention to these emails, you'll notice that there's a very obvious bold hyperlink in the email. We have this image here with a play button on it. It's a moving image, attracts attention, encourages a click to watch the video. We have that big orange button, watch the video. And just FYI, I mean, you know, these are tips and tricks that you can apply to messages that you send out as well. If you're broadcasting or writing email follow-ups on your own for your lists, keep those 3 tips I just shared with you in mind. They are extremely important. Deliverability, open rates based on subjects, click-through rates based on how the email looks, how it is formatted. And don't forget, always check on devices, on phones. Everything we create, lead capture pages, emails, everything is tested on devices, on mobile devices, to make sure everything looks great, right? So when they click on these, and then, you know, moving further down, we have the section about Health Wealth Now, picture of Joel, learn more. All of these links, including the contact me link here at the bottom, contact me. I'm always here to help. If you're ready to reshape your life, it starts with making this decision. All of these links point to your version of the blog. Now I just clicked on that and it brings me to, what a perfect segue. It brings me to one feature of a few that I'm going to share with you very quickly here. Let me look at some of these comments. David Kilby says, will we have 2 funnels so we can split test and use the best performing one? Absolutely, David, you will. I'm going in that regard, I'm going to be talking about the solo pages that I know a bunch of you have been waiting for. Those are coming out. We wanted to get a lot, regarding those solo pages, we wanted a lot of what I'm showing you right now, we wanted to get done before we release the solo ad pages. That's why this has taken a while, because we have the solo ad pages now ready to go, and we know that a lot of you want those because you're going to be sending a lot of traffic to those pages, right? Well, a lot of what I'm showing you right now, we wanted to have in place so that we can maximize your dollar spend on the traffic you're buying, whether it's the Facebook leads or the guaranteed, or the Facebook leads or other traffic that you might be buying, say from solo ads. We wanted to have all of this in place before we release those pages so that your advertising, whatever it is as effective as possible when it comes to the follow-ups and the opt-ins, of course, right? So that's the long-winded answer to your question, David. Yes. David Kilby says, how many follow-ups did we load up with our setup, and how do we add new ones being developed? Okay, great question here. Great question, David. Now keep in mind, folks, that one of the founding principles, again, of 10X Blogger is to keep things as easy and as simple as possible for you, okay? Everything that I just described and everything that I will continue to describe doesn't require that you lift a finger. Okay, now, so for example, those 40 follow-up messages that we have created for you, that sequence of 40 follow-up messages that we have created for you, just like all the follow-up messages that 10X Blogger is already sending for you whenever there's a new blog post or a Facebook post by Joel, you never had to preload or load those follow-up messages into your NowLifeStyle autoresponder. That's not how this works. You don't have to do that. And the same applies to these 40 messages. You don't have to load or write or copy any follow-up messages into your NowLifeStyle autoresponder. 10X Blogger takes care of all of that for you. And that's a really good question, because in looking at some of the support tickets we get, we've had a few people say, well, I logged into my NowLifeStyle autoresponder and I don't see any of the follow-up messages. Well, you're not supposed to, because that's not how 10X Blogger works. You don't you're not going to see follow-up messages in your NowLifeStyle autoresponder because one, you don't have to put them there, you don't have to write them there, you don't have to preload them there, you don't have to copy them there. All of that is taken care of for you. So everything that I'm showing you is available to you without you having to lift a finger. Now, one of the other things we've done is something called a welcome mat, and you're looking at the welcome mat right now. This is as the name implies, this is something that folks will see when they hit your 10x Blogger blog. And the reason this is so important, is because you can do the research on this, and I was going to show you some stats and facts and figures in this regard, but it'll probably take too long. The fact of the matter is that there are a lot of top bloggers, extremely profitable bloggers, or bloggers in general, who are using welcome mats, because the fact of the matter is a welcome mat can be so effective to the tune of increasing your opt-ins 70 to 80% when it comes to building your list, right? So there's a lot of data regarding opt-in, a lot of data regarding welcome mats and how they can help you build your list. And don't forget that your blog is an extremely powerful way to build your list as well, right? So one of the things we're now implementing for you is this thing called a welcome mat. And the reason this is so important is because, let me just show you something else here very quickly. You know how you can create those affiliate links to blog posts? And I know so many of you are doing that. Now, for example, I just created one here. I was going to create another one, but I have one here already. I created an affiliate link to some blog post. I think it was the one that Joel did today. And I think all of you by now know how to do this. If you don't, it's in your 10x Blogger dashboard. One of the videos, I think it's video number 6, shows you exactly how to create affiliate links to any of the 2,000 plus blog posts that you can use to share value with folks, right? Well, now typically, when you create a blog, one of these affiliate links to a blog post, I'm just going to paste one here. It'll take you to the blog post. Well, okay, I see this thing popped down, so I'm just going to make it disappear. Okay, so it'll take folks to that blog post. Well, that's a great technique for sharing value, sharing valuable posts with folks on social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, what have you, right? But there's no lead capture built into that. When you share affiliate links to the blog posts, there's no lead capture built into that until now. Because now, right, there's another one that just popped up. That's the second feature I was going to tell you about. Yes, we also now have exit pop-ups. Exit pop-ups. Wow, that's like a throwback to back when it was really a really clunky interface that people used. But anyway, there are 3 elements that we have now added to your blog, and I was just about to exit this page when this popped up, which is another feature that we have added to all of your blogs. What you see here in common is that we are taking your blog and we are leveraging it now to build your list even more. So you have people who are coming in through the lead capture page. Those people are already in your NowLifeStyle autoresponder, right? Sean just said that one is not working. Okay, Sean, thank you for that. It reminds me of another point I want to make. Folks, don't opt. I'm sure some of you have already, and that's okay, no big deal. What I'm showing you right now, this is not live yet on the blog when it comes to actually being connected to your accounts and so forth. So if you opt in, you're not going to see, it's not working fully. So you're not going to see what folks will see when they actually opt in. I will post in the group and let you know when all of the pieces are together and everything is working. For now, I just want to show you what is coming, right? So when people opt into your lead capture page, obviously they go into your NowLifeStyle autoresponder. That's great, okay? But when you're sending people directly to the blog, you want to capture those people as well, right? And so that's what these techniques are for. Here's an example of one that we're using when folks leave the blog for whatever reason. We're still tweaking. There's a lot of testing going on. We want to see what converts best. That's what we're going to implement on the blog. So that's one feature to keep in mind. And I forget what the what I was. My mind is, yeah, David Kilby just said, what a powerful system. And see, that's exactly the point here, folks, because that is what we are building. We are building an authority resource. We are building something that you can use to build your Now Lifestyle business long term in a much more organic fashion. That is the key to taking your business to the next level. How many of you remember? How many of you remember just a few weeks ago, we shared, in fact, we made a blog post about this. We shared that video that Frank Kern, he had done a video, I think a month or so ago, about the one thing that will transform your business and how you market your business. And he spoke about his clients. You know, these are 7, 8-figure, 9-figure corporations that use his marketing, that consult with him for his marketing services. And he said the mistake that most of them are making, and that includes most of us as network marketers, as affiliate marketers are making, is that we're going for that 5%. We're going for that 5% of the market, right? That everyone is going for that 5%. You know, we want that opt-in, we want that conversion, we want that sale from that 5%. Everyone is going, and it's such a competitive segment of the marketplace, right? Because everyone is just focused on like the next lead or the next sale or the next commission. And the point that he so correctly makes is that what you should be focusing on is a much larger segment of the marketplace, not that 5%, but there's 50% of the marketplace that you should be focusing on. It's a much, much larger percentage of the marketplace, obviously, but it's a 90-day, he called it a 90-day window. There's a 90-day period there where you have to heap so much value and content on them. And it takes time. He said 90 days in that video, but the point is it takes time to build that relationship again, right? And when you're focused on that 50% of the market by using contents like, using strategies like, and content like this, that's a huge, a much larger percentage. That's more money in your pocket when you focus on that 50% of the marketplace, right? So that was the one technique. And then the other strategy that you will see on your blogs, and hopefully you can see it here. And again, I'm just showcasing this for you. We will let you know once all of this has been activated for your account, right? The third element that we're adding to your blogs is this bar at the very bottom of your blogs. And again, we're tweaking this, we're testing it to see what converts best. But there's a bar that hopefully you will see here. Let's go like this. Let me maximize my screen. I just kind of zoomed in just so you can see that bar. There is this bar that appears across the bottom of all of the pages on your blog. Oh, look, there's that blog post that I was talking about. Rhonda Smith. This was on November 26th, The Power of Celebrating Small Wins. If you didn't see this blog post, and really you should have, because if you've opted into your own lead capture page, you should be getting all the email follow-ups, right? And this was the blog post I talked about earlier. Anyway, yeah. So we've added this bar as well to the bottom of all of your blog posts and pages, once again, so that you can get the opt-in, so that you can leverage content and build that relationship with your Now Lifestyle prospects. Let me go over to the comments here. Hang on a second, folks. Wow, 88 comments. Okay, well, if I missed your question or comment, please let me know. Hang on, folks. Bear with me here. Any questions at this point? Now, I know Sean, exactly. Sean said go for the 50% for 90 days anytime. Absolutely. Are there any questions that I can answer at this point? Let me go back. Let me stop sharing here for a second. Come over here, and I'm just going to see if I can pull up some of these comments here. Yeah, the dashboard looks like the old airmail envelopes. Yes, it does. But you know what? That airmail envelope theme converts really, really well. That's what matters. I'm trying to see how I get to all the comments here. It seems I can't. Any questions, folks, that I can answer that you may have at this point. We're already 45 minutes into this. Where does the time go? Hang on. Yeah, they're like over 100 comments now, but I don't see, I'm having a hard time getting back to any questions you may have had. So, okay, that's fine. As always, folks, if you have any questions or comments, you know where to find me. Post in the group. We're all here to help, myself included. The one thing, like I said, that I would point out here is keep in mind that these features are not yet live. I mean, they're live, so you can see how they will look and how they work and the benefit of them. But if you opt in right now, it's not going to work, because we need to, our next step is now to tie all of this to your accounts. That will be done in the next day or so. And then once we have done that, and this was the other final point that I wanted to make, is for those of you who are waiting for the solo ad pages, then we will release the solo ad pages. And so now you have all of this working for your solo ad traffic and your Facebook leads, your paid Facebook leads as well, right? Brian Kinney with a question. Great so far. He says, just wondering, will there be a funnel that leads to signing up for 10X Blogger itself? Absolutely, Brian. And I cannot wait. I was just telling someone just yesterday, because I've seen that funnel. I know how it's going to work. It's going to be a really, really powerful funnel, and I cannot wait to move on to that item on our to-do list. But absolutely, Brian, there will be a funnel. And I mean, I've seen the funnel. It is so powerful and unique. It's like nothing else that people are accustomed to, and that alone is why it's going to get so much attention. But there will be a funnel that can be used to promote 10X Blogger itself. And in the course of doing that, it is also going to help you get NowLifeStyle signups. And like everything that I put out there, I'm going to be testing it and using it first so that I know it works. And so one of the things we're going to be doing with that public funnel is I'm going to be sending paid traffic. I'm going to be seeing how it performs. I'm going to be tweaking things based on that. And then we will release it to you. And as with any funnel, there's always testing involved, split testing, tweaking this, tweaking that. But I cannot wait for that to come out, because it's going to put, quite frankly, it's going to put a lot of those $500 commissions in a lot of people's pockets. And that same public funnel, by the way, is also going to be part of sending additional paid traffic to the Rotator. Now, when I say paid traffic, that does not mean that you folks are going to be paying for any of that traffic. I will be paying for that traffic, and that traffic will be going to the Rotator. So that is something else that you can look forward to. Okay, folks, I'm already 47 minutes into this, and I can just go on and on and on, because there's so much that I want to share with you, so much that I'm excited about. I'm going to wrap it up for now, folks. Obviously, this is a live stream, so it will be recorded. Hit me up if you have any questions. Post in the group. Gregory says, nice, rich, huge value added with 10X. Gregory, I'm so thrilled you're aboard, my friend. I really am, and I know you see the value in this. Maria, thank you for your feedback. Everyone who commented, thank you. I can only see like 4 of the 95 plus comments. But folks, have an awesome day. Stay focused, stay the course, keep the big picture in mind, keep Joel's vision in mind. You know, there was, I'll go all the way back to Cabo when I stood in front of a room. Those of us who were at that mansion in Cabo, I was standing next to Janet Legere in a room. Gregory was there. There were a handful of people there, and we talked about how NowLifeStyle is going to be a billion-dollar company, excuse me, in the health, in the health and wellness space. I felt it then. I'm even more convinced of it now, and it has everything to do with Joel's vision and his leadership and his integrity, because he's not letting go of this. And you know, he took some time off for a while, and I think that he has come back with even more clarity and even more purpose, with even more drive. And Always remember, folks, always remember that we are a part of something so special. And I'll bring this full cycle. You know, when we talk about earnings, dollar earnings, always remember that those dollar earnings are a reflection of the extent to which we are helping others, to the extent that which we are serving others. And that's what Now Lifestyle is all about. It's about helping people transform their lives. It's about the Cynthia Eads. It's about transforming her life. If you were in San Antonio, you heard Cynthia's story and how her life, her health has been transformed thanks to Now Lifestyle. It's about it's about financial transformations, of course. You know, people who are supplementing their income, whether it's an extra $500 a month or whether it's an extra $50,000 in Gregory's case. Always keep that big picture in mind in everything we do. Everything Joel does, whether it's, you know, stuff like the page builder or whether it's something I'm doing, 10X Blogger, all of this, the big picture, the goal, the vision is that these are just stepping stones. These are just tools and strategies on our way to serving and helping as many people as possible, right? And that's what gives us purpose, right? That's what gives all of this meaning. You know, all of you should have your own whys, your own personal whys, why you're here, why you're doing this, what it means to you. But there's another reason we're doing that, and that's to serve others. And if we hold on to that vision always, that is what's going to take Now Lifestyle to a billion-dollar company. And those of you, all of you who are here right now, I mean, think about that for a moment. We are all part of something that is so tiny right now, but that is going to grow into something so massive. And so many rewards are going to come with that. So yes, exactly, Scott Gordon, good things coming. So on that note, folks, Chad, great to see you, my friend. Yvonne, great to see you as well. Folks, have an awesome day. I'm here if you need me. I'm always here to help. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.